Hi, everybody. It's Mr. T. I'm coming to you from my studio at home. I wanted to share with you some helpful hints about working on your bowl project over the next couple of days since I can't be with you. I wanted to make sure you had some information to help you with some things that might come up. So, first thing you want to get fixed on your bowl is the thickness. So, make sure you're checking it not only at the lip but down near the foot. This is where it tends to be thicker. So make sure that you've got that thinned out as much as you have at the lip. Remember, when you run out of room with your fingers and you can't really reach down anymore, that's where you put it in your other palm and you press against that. Rotate the pot, press against it, and that will thin out those areas near the foot. After that, you're going to be spending time on getting rid of all of the lumps and marks and things that are caused by pinching, which is the technique we're learning. So, when you find that you've got some areas that you need to repair or fix, it's just a matter of going over those areas gently, kind of cross. I go in different directions, so I smooth this way, and then maybe smooth this way, and then maybe smooth the opposite way, and that will help you get some of those lumps and bumps out. Sometimes it's good to put your finger on the inside where you're pressing against it on the outside, and that gives you something to press against, and that can help you get those lumps flattened out on your pots. Some of you may be having trouble with cracking, so here's a bowl that has some cracking going on. So the first thing you always try to do is just use your finger and put a little pressure on it and try to go back and forth in different directions and see if that will seal up the crack. Another thing you can do is to get a little water from your sponge that you have with your dish, add a little water to that area, see if that helps the crack seal back together. But as you can see, I've got some cracks on this bowl that are much more than a crack, and that no matter how much water you use or rubbing back and forth, it's not going to seal that back together. So this is where you're going to get some of the soft, sticky clay. I left a bucket on the sink for you, and it's got some of this kind of clay, and it's really soft and sticky. And this is what we use to patch these up. So what you do is just kind of fill in those spots on yours with the biggest cracks where they're really open. And you just kind of fill that in with some of this real sticky clay. And then you go back over that on the outside and the inside until you've kind of filled in that big crack. And it's going to be a little soft at first, but eventually that will come together. Here's the inside of it. You can see I'm going to smooth that in too and just try to keep that thickness of my lip even. So if I need a little bit more, I can always add a little bit more of that sticky clay. Okay, so that'll help you fill in those really bad cracks. Some of you might be dealing with some of those, and others maybe just some smaller cracks. Anyway, you can see how easily that crack is now patched up. I have others that I could do that too as well, so I would start working on that and doing the same thing there. So let's say you get all the thickness worked out and you get the lumps out and you get all the cracks fixed. Now what? I would say just start to get really picky. When I grade this, there are several things I'm looking for. I want it to be evenly thick around this lip. So if you look at it from the top down, like this, you should see a nice circle, and it should be the same thickness all the way around that circle. So again, that's when you're getting into the finer details of what you're doing, but it's an area that's important. Excuse me. Also, you want to make sure that your bowl still has a round foot. So make sure it's still round. It's not getting flattened by you setting it on the foot. You should be keeping it in your hand while you're working on it. That'll keep the foot round. Excuse me. And then after that, it's really just about getting it as smooth as you possibly can on the surface. I left a list of these things in the assignment that's on Canvas for today. So if you just go to that, read through those different elements that we're looking for this project, the things that I'll be grading. That's all on that lesson instructions for today. So, sorry my voice isn't so great, but I hope the video helped you maybe understand what to do some things to work on your bowl today and possibly on the block day if I'm not able to return. by that day. Keep your pots wrapped up at the end of the period and wrap them just like we have been on the lip. Make sure there's plastic between your pot and the board, and make sure the bag is tucked underneath. And please do a good job of cleaning up the room and leaving it nice for the next class. Hopefully, I will be back with you all on Friday this week and feeling a lot better. Good luck on your pots.